Hello everyone, my name is Untitled and today we will talk about sessions and how to implement them in CodeIgniter. First of all, what are sessions? Sessions are a way for websites to store information related to what we do while we visit those particular websites. For example, if we have an online shop and someone tries to buy products, the information related to those products is saved on the server. After it saves the information, the server assigns that particular information a session ID, which session ID is then sent to the browser through a cookie. The cookie remains on the browser, and if the browser visits another page on the same server, that session ID is sent back to the server so that the server may know what information should bring back to the browser depending on the session ID. Hope this is clear enough. Okay, now let's return to our CodeIgniter. In order for us to work with sessions, CodeIgniter is kind enough to provide a library named Session Library. The library is here to make everything go smoother when working with sessions. To use a library, we need to tell CodeIgniter to load it. So go into our welcome controller. In the index method, we can tell CodeIgniter to load the library. $this load library session. Now, this may seem enough, but it's not. In order to use session, we need to configure it. So we go to application, config PHP, and in here we look for session configuration. Log file, error reviews, cache, encryption key, session. As we can see, the session driver is set to be the files driver. Also, we see session cookie name. This is the cookie name of the session, which will the cookie name of the session saved on the browser. Also, we have session expiration and session safe path. Many people don't understand that in order to use session in CodeIgniter, we need to change this session safe path. So how do we do this? First of all, we need to assign a directory so that the CodeIgniter knows where to save those sessions. Let's see. Let's create a directory named sessions. Of course, if you have Linux, you must also change permissions for this folder so that it is writable. Now, once we created the directory, we go here to session safe path, and instead of null, we tell it that we will use the sessions directory. Okay. Now, in order to see if this works, once we load the library, we simply need to reload the page. And let's reload it again. Okay, unable to create file sessions CI session. Okay, no such file or directory. This means that the configuration is wrong. So we have sessions, but we also need to put a slash. Let's try now. Okay, once again, okay, once again, okay, okay. Now if we take a look in the sessions, we see that we have a session ID. If we if we opened it, we see that it will create a last regenerate and also everything related to the activity with the user is saved. Look, if we give it a reload, now this should change. Okay, simple, right? Okay, now let's try to save something. Dollar session user equals Untitled. Okay, this will save in sessions. Will save a variable name user, and this variable will be equal to Avenir. Now let's go to our welcome message in the views and try to do welcome / testing. And inside the testing we will try to echo the dollar session user. Okay, let's see if this works. The session undefined variable session. That is because we loaded the library only for this method. Now if we load it in here, this load library session, and save the file and reload, we will see that Avenir appeared. Okay, if we want, we can load this inside the constructor of the controller. So we go here, and in the welcome we will build a controller function construct parent construct, and in here we'll do this load library session. This way we won't have to load it in every single method. Okay, now if we go here and let's change this to whatever user. Okay, whatever user, see? Okay, now you can also load the library in every single controller. To do this, instead of creating this command here, we go to our config PHP, and not in our config, in our Autoload PHP, and in here we have libraries. So we will autoload sessions library. Now if we go back to welcome and we test the session, whatever user. Cool, we learned about sessions, and in the next tutorial we will try to connect to the database and maybe save the sessions in the database. Thank you for watching. See you next time.